After the Honorable Member for Cases has finalized, then I'll give a chance to the Honorable Millie Odhiambo. Then we can call upon the mover to. But is that the mood of the House? The Honorable Member for Cases, please finish your debate.
Thank you. Let me finalize my submission, Madam Speaker, that indeed let us rise to occasion. This is a calling by Kenyans, the low Kenyans who are suffering, who are living below $1, that they are saying, please remember us where we are. And that is why the fund inclusivity name came in. Let us include them, let us accommodate them, let us give them an opportunity, let us support their daily toils, let us give them a space for them to realize their energies, the same way we are here handling our livelihoods. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, and I stand to support that these regulations ought to be passed by this Honorable House. Thank you.
Very well, Member for Cases. The Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes.
Member for Suba North.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, let me first of all say that I want to thank the Parliament of Kenya for sending members of Parliament for the sports. May the Parliament send them every 3 months, because Parliament has become very exciting today. Even when you are waiting for long, it's okay because we are few and it's very exciting. So may Parliament form the habit of sending more members for sports every 3 months. But having said that, Madam Speaker, I just want to say that I am the naysayer that Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah was referring to, unapologetically. And Madam Speaker, I want to say that I do not support the Financial Inclusion Fund as regulations as currently crafted. We do know for sure that we need to include majority of Kenyans, and I don't like using the word, what is it again, hustler? I don't want to use it because it's a very abused word. I'm a person that most of my life I've worked on the issue of inclusion, and I think this is a fund that is being used to abuse that category of persons. Madam Speaker, the reason why I want to say, and I want to reiterate what other members have said, is that this is actually fuliza by another word, and it will end up harming majority of the women and youth in this country. Madam Speaker, if you are saying that you are giving 500 Kenya shillings, and out of these 500 Kenya shillings, there's an amount that is automatically removed, and then you have 8% again removed, what the hell are you remaining with, Madam Speaker? Even this money is not even enough to purchase the fund that it should be receiving this money. Even if you are talking about Mulika Mwizi, you cannot even buy that fund to even receive this money. So this is actually, if you ask me, a cash cow that some people are trying to use to steal money from Kenyans. Madam Speaker, I don't understand why what we had started in the last Parliament, we couldn't have continued with it, which is consolidating all the government funds, including the WESO fund, and reforming them so that it better serves Kenyans. And I want to agree with Honorable Mbadi that what we need is a grant for this category of persons. And we all have them in our constituencies. People that very small amounts of money will actually make a difference to. And the member for Molo was talking of 10,000. I come from a constituency where even 2,000 or 1,000 will make a difference. But it can't make a difference where you are giving with the right hand and taking away with the left hand, because this is actually what this fund is doing. During the campaigns, I had Honorable Ichung'wah used to tell people that it will be interest-free. Today, I am actually hearing him changing and saying that now it will be charged 8%. Madam Speaker, I'd also just want to indicate that there is also a constitutional issue that you cannot force Kenyans to save. Madam Speaker, people save voluntarily. In fact, I was speaking with one of the members here, and he was saying informally, I don't want to mention who, that he said Kenyans can only save involuntarily, yet he's a supporter of this fund. How can you force people to save? That is unconstitutional. You can't force people to save. If you want to give people money, give them money without forcing them to save. And when you are taking little money from people here and there, 500 shillings here and there, how sure, where will these people have the energy, the time, the resources to chase their 150 shillings that has been saved? The money they will use in terms of the credit that they will be used, that's too much money. Madam Speaker, in concluding, I want to say this, and I want to quote one of the members that I saw online, which is to raise an issue of cohesiveness in terms of government policy. And I want to quote somebody called Sankei Saitoti, who said today, there is something with this KK government. A ban is imposed by the Ministry of Interior. It's being lifted by Public Service Minister. The Trade CS is talking of maize, while the CS of Agriculture is silent. The Sports Minister is commissioning exams, while Kenya Sevens are doing fundraisers. Clowns all over. Madam Speaker, I think before we get into here where we're actually trying to come up with the regulations and all, can this government first have cohesion in terms of its own policy and in terms of the work of the CSS? You can't just have people jumping up like popcorn, the CS minister talking about the CS for labor talking about sports, the one for sports. Very soon we'll be hearing another CS that is not in charge of this fund talking to us about this fund and saying their own things. So I want to encourage Ichungwa, and I want to tell you that I'm glad to learn that Honorable Mbadi is your senior. And I'm also the senior of your member of parliament who is moving these regulations in law, because I'm seeing the CPAs are proud today telling us you are accountants. I'm also a lawyer and I'm senior to your lawyer. Thank you, and with those few remarks I oppose.
Honorable members, the Honorable Millie, member